You know, we know what the world thinks about church. Churches now have just become, it's another club. It's another community. I just passed, there's a sign, a church not too far from here, says Sunday morning service, Monday night yoga. So it's just another, another gym, another coffee shop where people gather. And that's the extent of their attachment. I'll pay my dues, I'll be part of this group, and then I move on. With all due respect, that is not the church. Can I ask you this? Are you emotionally attached to the people of the church? And look, as much as I can say this with all kindness, if you're not emotionally attached to the people of God, then maybe there's something missing. Maybe there is something missing that we find. God gave us this information. He wants us to know the spirit of the church there in Ephesus. He wants us to know how they were attached to one another. He wants us to know the bond that they had in Christ. And when we think about the church, I think we have to understand the magnitude of the church. Do we understand today that there is no other entity in the world that is as important as the church? It is the church that is the pillar and ground of the truth. It is the church that has the gospel and that carries the gospel to the ends of the world, to the lost who do not know Jesus Christ. It is within the church that people are baptized. It is within the church that people grow in their faith. It is in the church that people can exercise their spiritual gift. In other words, everything that goes on in our lives as believers ought to happen in the church. And there's no other institutions in the world that is as important today than the church.